Good morning. Yesterday, I started you off with a very ambiguous forecast for what could happen with snow. And well, when we woke up this morning. And some of you keep saying I need to get a fat bike. Come on. It's like kind of a lot of rocks being flung around. Oh, the jumps you could make with that. Look at it. So, with an accumulation of about half a centimeter of snow on the ground now, trails still very much in play for a 2.4-inch tire. But my main goal right now is a little bit of redemption for the last time we came out here. I was like, I want to go on those ATV trails. And I just kept coming across these lake-sized puddles. And I really just kind of want to like see what it all is, and if it's like going to be half decent in the summer or spring, whatever. Or if it's just totally a lost cause and not worth going out to at all, just cross it off. Don't bother with it anymore. So because we have had all these days in a row of like -°C temperatures, I'm thinking everything will actually be frozen this time. So we get to check it out. All right, first test right here. Do we go in? No, I think we're all right. There's a bunch of little T's and Y's in the road up here. I don't actually know where to go, but happy to just explore a bit. Boom! And then you just end up at a park. Holy it is maybe a little bit kind of scary and absolutely vast back there. Went from like, hey, this is pretty fun, to like, hey, I'd like to get out of here and kind of know where I am. My goal with exploring in there a little bit was just to see if I can come up with more kilometers with more different styles of terrain and just put it all into a good mountain bike marathon simulator loop. I don't know if I'm going to use that. So I was talking to one of the guys that's been doing some of the building in here yesterday, and he said one of the loops that has been blocked by like a pretty big downed tree was cleared yesterday, like early morning yesterday. So I'm like really excited to go just do that loop. I've only ever been on either side of the tree. I've never been able to like, hey, go all the way through. So I know what it looks like. I just have never gone through it. Awesome. This tree was just like over the trail. Look at all the work everybody did. That's so awesome. It just totally cut off and blocked this like gully of a ride. I think I could get up that. That's so great. I'm not getting up this. I really like it out here. It's very beautiful. It's gonna be an absolute shame when it just gets developed into houses. All right, that was 21.4 kilometers of snow XC riding. Near the end, I was falling apart a little bit. It was a good reminder of like what it feels like to be in this again. I haven't done this like I haven't like trained for something or like done a lot of riding for a while. You're just like trying to get home, you're on your road, and it's just like every pedal stroke is like eventually I'll just be home and I'll eat scalloped potatoes.
Honestly, it was like kind of expected to do the fast 5K yesterday. Yeah, you'd expect to have heavy legs today, so. I guess that's the end of that thought. Now, in extremely fun, amazing news for me, the title gyro, the levers, the actual gyro kit itself, the lower cables, that's all here. So this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I could put this on Mr. Relatable. But that's not today. I have a fantastic question that was posed in the comments of yesterday's video that needs to be answered. Welcome to Gear Gad. So in yesterday's upload, I included a clip of me just kind of doing a line on this ramp, just as like a transition clip to get the story rolling, to move along to the next subject. And in watching that clip, it prompted Jean to ask this question. Now tell me something. Why is it every time you get on that BMX, you're always turning to the left with no rights inside? What is this? NASCAR? And I love that question, not the least reason being I got to do that POV in that accent, which is obviously fun. But it also means, well, you're paying attention. You're really an active viewer. So allow me to, in the most layman's terms that I can, explain why. Biking, not too dissimilar from like a lot of like stick sports, say hockey, baseball, golf. You actually have a dominant side. Think of it as like left-handed and right-handed. Well, in biking, there's like left spin dominant and right spin dominant. A lot of times you can quickly determine that based on where your feet are. Me, I'm right foot forward. Some people are left foot forward. This is just the natural way that you ride a bike without even thinking. And typically, this is just a rule of thumb. There's exceptions all over the place. Typically, you'll feel more comfortable spinning into your back foot than you will into your front. So think about your right foot being forward and spinning into your back foot is very, very similar to how I'm just like, I guess this is left-handed in hockey. Now think, if you wanted to just spin that around topsy-turvy, how would that feel? Batting in your wrong stance? Doable. There are people who can do it, and there's people who can do it really well, but it's weird, right? Like it's like, oh, here we go. Well, the same sort of thing is true for trying to spin your opposite way. So to do it, you gotta kind of like really think about it, practice it, try and get good at it. And I'm already just like an okay BMXer as it is. I don't really need to like add more difficulty to the things that I do. So I just spin to the left. Hopefully it goes without saying, but that's also why my pegs are on the right side of the bike, because they're what can touch the coping all day. Anyway, I truly hope that was clear. I especially hope it wasn't overly boring. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Gear Gad. Subscribe for more.
Eric doesn't cooks.
Yes, chef.